Alrighty guys, so the time has come. We're gonna be installing our K&N intake in my 2017 Ford F150 XLT 3.5 liter. So I put in the throttle control module and the turbo control module last night. Now we're gonna throw the intake in that we got for the truck. It is this intake system right there. So this is their smog legal intake system. So I am excited to get this installed. It looks pretty simple. I just breezed through the instructions real quick and doesn't seem like it's gonna take that much. So let's get started. So just first observation, very detailed instructions, nicely laid out, lots of pictures. It gives you a diagram of all the parts you're gonna need. So that's pretty cool. They give you the dyno sheet with it also. They give you the information on the kit. So lots of good info in with the kit. Again, this is this kit for the F150 Raptor 2017 3.5 liter. So I'm gonna get some of these parts built up real quick and check back in a sec. So I got the main intake tube disassembled. You're just gonna pop these 7mm hose clamps. 1, 2. This one on my truck was a little hard to get to. I had to disconnect these two and then spin it to be able to get to it. Pop that guy out. There's gonna be the overflow tube hooked up right here, so be careful you don't yank that off. You're gonna take it out, and then you're gonna find this little sensor here. Be careful pulling this guy out because it's still gonna be plugged in. You're gonna pop the clip on that, take the wire off, and then this guy was held in just quarter turn. I already disassembled mine. I needed channel locks to get mine out. Not to loosen it, but to just pull it out because there's an O-ring on it and it was tight. So be really careful you don't crush or break this little sensor because you're gonna need this on the new K&N system. Take your old piece, put it here with the other old pieces, and grab some of the new stuff. So I already installed this little grommet. That's gonna be in the bottom of your kit. And then you're just going to shove this guy right on in there. Be careful you don't damage it, but just work it in there. Just gonna push your sensor down until this little tang butts up against the O-ring. Don't go any more or any less. Just shove it in, leave it there. So you're gonna wanna bolt this adapter ring that the air filter will clamp onto. Bolt that in before you put this into the truck, before you clamp it into the what's left of the existing air filter box. So clamp that in. You're gonna do washer, lock washer, then bolt head. It's gonna go something like this. Remember all these bends are gonna lock into what is existing in the air filter box, and then it's gonna clamp onto this side. So make sure your air filter and everything is in the right spot. And then make sure the top side gets the big cushy rubber edging, and the bottom is gonna get the, this is actually one piece, I already cut it. So make sure the bottom gets this, as the instructions say. All right. Cut two pieces at 9.5, so I already cut mine at 9.5. Now I'm going to super glue them with the glue they provide onto the bottom of the new air filter box. Alrighty guys, so I just filled a little groove on the rubber with the super glue they provide. You can see I super glued my finger to it a little bit. You're gonna put it on both sides, the sides without the bends, okay? And then you're gonna plop this, let this dry for a second, obviously. Make sure you put some pressure on it to make sure it's seated all the way. So now you're gonna go ahead and get all the rubber couplers out of the box. You should get 3 in your kit. They're all different, so make sure you put the right one on the right spot. Remember, your sensor is gonna be down toward the motor, and the K&N is gonna be kinda up, just so you know where everything goes. It'll all make sense once you get assembling this stuff. So I slid my coupler on over here, put a hose clamp on it. Coupler on over here, put a hose clamp on it. I put it on the tube. You can do it however you'd like, but I kind of found that this is the best way to do it. You can wiggle everything together. Alrighty guys, I got the intake tube all in. Now I just need to pull my wire back. Remember, I had to put the harness on. Now I just got to go back here, find the original wire that plugs into the sensor, plug that into the K&N supplied harness. So I found the original wire. I'm gonna coil this up a little bit and zip tie it up just so it doesn't sit on anything hot and melt. This looks phenomenal. Super easy to install. I'd say, you know, I spent the last 30 minutes putting everything together. Yeah, this looks awesome. Again, just double check all your hose clamps before you close the hood. It says to disconnect the battery. I didn't do that, but the last step is just reconnect the battery cable, the negative cable. All right, and then real quick, guys, I forgot that I also got this air filter cover from K&N. This kind of helps protect big chunks getting up into the element and clogging it, you know, especially sand, rocks, whatever. They'll eventually pack in here. I'll be doing a lot of off-road driving, so this is going to help me significantly. Alrighty, guys, so the K&N filter element cover looks really nice. It fits really nice on the filter they give you in the kit. So I'm going to drop that back into the box and not drop it. And pop that filter back on. Spin it so everyone knows you run a K&N. And then I'm going to rotate my hose clamp down a little bit just so it's easier to tighten, and tighten her back up.